Is your Jellyfin server up and running, but when you try to access it on other devices, you're getting hit with the server not found error? It's working fine on the main computer, but every other device just won't connect. This video will get to the root of the issue and get you up and running quickly. By the way, I'm Jonah, and I've experienced and solved this exact same problem. There are three main issues that may be causing the local network connection problems. These include firewall-related issues, where the computer's defense system is blocking the connection. Device connection issues, where the new device doesn't know where to find the Jellyfin server. Or Jellyfin itself, where something went wrong during the installation. I put together a free step-by-step checklist to help you follow along. Go ahead and click the link in the description to download it. Problem 1.
We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built.
Windows Firewall, or Microsoft Defender, is a built-in security system that monitors and controls network traffic entering and leaving your computer. It acts as a protective layer, preventing unauthorized access and potential threats from the internet or a network. This is usually great because the two things I remember from grade school are to just say no and always use protection. However, in this case, we want to just say yes and poke a hole through that firewall. Of course, only do this when you have a specific reason to do so, like allowing connections to your Jellyfin server. In networking, a port is a number that allows a computer to handle incoming and outgoing data requests using a physical network connection. Think of it as data destinations. Your data may want to go to New York City, Disneyland, or even Jellyfin Land. Think of the port as the ticket telling it where to go. In this example, Windows Firewall is acting like the TSA after 9/11, saying the route is off limits. Now, Jellyfin typically uses port 8096, but you can verify the port by logging onto the dashboard, clicking networking, and looking at the local HTTP port number. To open the port to Jellyfin, you'll need to head over to your control panel, then click System and Security. Click on Windows Defender Firewall, then click on Advanced Settings on the left navigation bar. Click on Inbound Rules, then on New Rule. Select Port and click on Next. Enter the port number we identified earlier, for example 8096, and click on Next. Name the rule, open port 8096, and click Finish. If you have any antivirus software installed, you may need to do a similar process for it. Also, you can always test things by disabling the firewall completely, just make sure to enable it again afterwards. Now the path is open, but the local connection will still never work unless your new device is set up properly. Problem 2. Device connections. Now, I know you wouldn't try to connect locally without being on the same Wi-Fi network, but just in case, I'll give you a moment to check. Okay, good. Another common issue is inputting the IP address incorrectly in the host field during the server login page. You don't want to use localhost or the loopback address 127.0.0.1. This will work on the server hosting Jellyfin, but not on other devices. Instead, make sure the device is connecting to the server's internal IP address, which will be something like 192.168.1.1, and you'll want to follow that IP address with a semicolon and 8096 or whatever port you opened in the previous step. You can find your internal IP address by heading to whatismyipaddress.com and looking at the IPv4 address. If you need to find the IP address of a separate server, such as a NAS, you can use a network scanner such as NetScan or Fing. This will scan the network where your server is connected and display a list of devices and their IP addresses. Look for your server by name or MAC address. If you're still having issues after opening the firewall port and using the correct IP address, you'll need to try the final step.
destroy your computer.
I'm joking. We will need to reinstall Jellyfin though. Make sure you tried the previous steps first because they're most often the root cause of the connection issues. In this step, we will uninstall Jellyfin, and when you go to reinstall it, make sure you run the installer as administrator. This can be found by right-clicking the installer. You have a choice to install Jellyfin as a normal program or as a service. The service option makes it so Jellyfin is always running, whether or not the user is logged onto the device. For most Jellyfin users, it's recommended to install Jellyfin as a normal program, not as a service. This ensures certain functions work correctly and avoids potential issues, especially with hardware acceleration. Whatever your method of install you choose, always make sure the Jellyfin is up and running or else you won't be able to connect to it. If you choose to install as a service, check that the Jellyfin server service is listed in Windows Services and is running. You can see the services in the Task Manager by pressing Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Don't forget to download the checklist below to follow along with these suggestions. Please like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and check out this video next to absolutely level up your Jellyfin server.